can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
It is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But CD, this Chiefs club, you'd have to imagine well-positioned to make a run at repeating as Super Bowl champions. But it all starts and ends with number 15, and that, of course, the reigning league MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
And it's not just his talent, as you know, partner, because we've seen that on display. It's his leadership and the trust that the organization has in him to help bring along an offense and turn it into one of the league's best.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won one playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Goff on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here's Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14 yards that time for number 14. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Goff. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Goff. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. Oh, look at the juke. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be.
Gets through and now an opening. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it's Goff. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5. Shreds the tackle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it is now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down and 1.
Now Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. And that'll be caught by Toney. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 6.
Goff now looks to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run, to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
To throw on second down is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Goff connects with St. Brown, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Goff throwing again. He'll go right back to St. Brown, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in the game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Goff. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
James has got it. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 88 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Goff. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.